Spoon, your action figure aficionado here, bringing you a review on the Blitzway 1/6 scale Ghostbuster figures. Now for me, these are like grails of my collection. Ghostbusters is my favorite movie, favorite property, yada yada. Yeah, these things, yep, Blitzway, put them out with the whole bluefin distribution, and they are pricey, as you probably know, usually about $230 a pop. And I've seen a couple of other, you might have watched a couple of my other reviews. I did a couple of just breakdowns, stuff like that, on some of the accessories. And I did a quick glimpse on this in the unboxing video, but I'll cover it just now again. Each of them came in this box with a actual embroidered name tag attached to the box. In the back of the box has a graphic. So they all have that. That's just the slip cover to the box, I should say. Then they all have just a window box inside. And they all come with instructions for assembly and various other things. And each one of them came with a baggie with some stickers. The main one is the sign for their headquarters, the building, made to look just like that. A couple popular newspaper clippings from their doings in the movie. And who could forget the magazine covers that they graced in the movie, because the surface in which I film these videos isn't exactly level, and these stands do come in handy to help achieve what I need for these purposes. When I get them in their glass cases, they do seem sturdy enough, and they have the mobility where I think I can remove the stands and actually position them in their glass case home without the need of the stands. They also come with an actual proton stream, very nicely crafted and molded and colored. Pretty much all the colors of the rainbow in this thing from start to end. And in the tip there you can see a metal peg which goes into the end of the barrel, or the wand extension there. Now the metal peg slides right in, and then you'll notice a groove. You can kind of see it there. That groove is meant to slide into the trigger tip on the wand. Slides right in there, snaps right in. Actually very, very good design on it. And these aren't as brittle. You can see the various electrical streams. I'm sure, yeah, anything will break, give it enough, but even with me, I haven't really found a way to break one of those yet. They all come gloved, and they have various other interchangeable hands, accessories, stuff like that. But the standard gloves that they all have are just semi-open hand. And as you see with Ray here, I have his closed grip gloved hands on there, so he can actually hold the Neutrino wand, which I found it easiest to actually get the handle in this hand here. Then I was able to take the coil, the tubing there, put it into this hand, and then just slide it into position there. And then from there, you can do various other adjustments just to get it how you want it. They all have, I have Peter there with his ungloved hands. Once again, like a semi-open style, just enough to get the walkie-talkie, which they all come with walkie-talkies, removable from the holster. Now, since he's Winston and him also came with these, you see the gloves. Since he's ungloved, I have a pair of gloves hanging over his belt as he was seen doing in the movie. He comes packaged with his uniform outside of the boots. All the Ghostbusters come with even a watch right there. They all have it on under their gloves, so if you're popping the gloves off, that watch can come off on that hand there, and they all have it. Now, they come with 2 sets of ungloved hands, and I believe it's 2 sets of gloved hands. Sometimes they're a little bit different. This is one of Egon's extra hands here, which actually would go good with the hotel scene when he's motioning to Peter how much to charge. Winston's hand here, giving a thumbs up, just to show you a couple of the different hands that they have. Now you'll see that I have on Egon one semi-closed hand to just loosely hold on to the Neutrona 1 there. He's got his PKE meter in his front pocket there for display. Winston and Ray both came with ghost traps. You can see Winston, I have it hanging over his walkie-talkie in his belt there, the pedal and the trap itself. Like many things with this set, we have this tube here. It's actually a finely coiled spring. Very nice construction there. You'll find that in the tubing in the proton pack as well, and the belt gizmo, your PKR to daughter card reader, your motherboard to daughter card readers there. Now, the pedal here doesn't have a whole lot of bells and whistles, but it does have a pivot point for the pedal to go down, and that's about it. Just to give you an idea, though, of the craftsmanship that went into designing that. Trap here, okay. Trap has a neat little function. The handle's the key. Do not try to put too much pressure on this part here. You'll snap it at the base there. Gee, and it almost sounds like I'm speaking from experience. I wonder how that could be. Okay, let's give it a shot here. Awesome, you got an open trap. Nothing fancy in there. You can see the spring mechanism and then trying to close it. There, snap, snap. I actually worry more about breaking those tabs on the inside. Then I pulled this off once before, but I'm going to attempt it again now. Now this is a cool feature that it is removable from the holster on the trap in the actual containment part of the trap to simulate the whole the whole containment unit aspect of the traps. Wheels do not roll, unfortunately. That'd be kind of cool if they did. Suppose if you're a customizer and you wanted to, you could carve those out and get some wheels in there. It's got the V-hook there, which doesn't really fit on the pack like they could, because it's just the way it's kind of molded, I suppose. And some labeling on it throughout. Okay, that covers the trap. You can see here you have the very nicely put in zipper and all that to the flight suit. Of course, unique to Ray is his ecto goggles. We will lift them up there for a second there. Just kind of give you... The heads have excellent swivel posability. Ray, Winston, and Peter all came with little cigarettes too. One's fully smoked, or not one fully smoked, one half smoked and one full cigarette too that you can use in these figures for display purposes, because in the first movie, yes, these were average working class guys that like to kick back, have a beer, and have a smoke. You saw it a lot in those movies. Now, I touched a lot of the pack aspects in previous videos, but just to see a little bit of it being held there by him. Let's go a little bit closer with Dr. Venkman here. I'm hoping we left the stand behind. I'm hoping to give you some idea here. All right. You can see all the detail that goes into the belt itself. A lot of metal parts put into it to make it look as authentic as possible. The pack has this clasp there, so you can bring it around and snap it shut. You can adjust the lengths to ensure a fit. Take a look at that watch. And you can see the metal coil going from the whole PKR belt gizmo to the daughter card here, which it just has a metal clip on it and slips into the top of the belt. Much of this other stuff is actually looped through. The belt does unclasp, and you can open it. I've taken them off to reposition them. All the hooks there. You can take a look at the pack. All the packs and straps are fairly identical when it comes to this. The detailing, elbow pads, the pack has, it's all tied in here, adjustable. The best way to get a pack on, I found, is to put both arms back of the figure and then simultaneously loop it in, then bring it forward, and then you can size it from there into your figure. On this shot, you can kind of see, if you look towards the peak of the tubing going to the proton pack from the wand, you can see where it actually separates, and it's not tubing, and there is that metal spring separation there. And there's little wires that go in there, if you watch the pack video, because the LED in the tip of the barrel lights up. It does not transmit through the proton beam so well, but a neat feature nonetheless. Now the filtration hoses from their suits are connected to the suit through the little coupler there, but it does pull out of there, and the other side just tucks into the belt. You can loop it around however you want, whatever style you prefer. Now Egon also comes with this little handheld device right here. And of course the glasses are not molded to Egon's face, so they were packaged separately. Trying to get just a depiction of the incredible likeness of Mr. Ramis there. The glasses loop around and actually fit very snug around the tops of the ears to provide a very, very perfect look. Now, take a quick look at his proton pack again. You have the bar graph, the cyclotron lights, everything all looking good there. And you can see the tip lit up there on the wand. They sculpted Winston's mouth there. It's just enough to get the cigarette in, which I like the look of it. I think he had an excellent paint app done. A lot of people weren't giving this one the credit that I think it deserves. I think it looks enough like Ernie Hudson, and no Ghostbuster collection is complete without him. I mean, even the light cast off of the tip of that cigarette makes it look like it's glowing right now, so that's a pretty cool effect. That ultimately concludes my master review of the Blitzway 1/6 scale Ghostbuster action figures, limited edition. And I gotta say, I am super happy with this purchase. They are going to be a showpiece in my theater room eventually when I get that constructed. And I'm hoping to maybe even go into getting more movie-related items, particularly 80 themed, to go along with them, and move forward from there. I don't know if I would get much other characters other than the Ghostbusters in this set, if they were to produce more, you know, possibly Ghostbuster 2 likenesses, but it's something that is just, with the price point, the Ghostbusters are the ones to have. I'm Spoon, the action figure aficionado, keeping it mint.